How can you hear me okay? This is the map with all kinds of stuff. Some burger. Hello, hi. I'm doing the thing that you should never do. A little quiet. I can fix it. I'm trying to perfect the lav mic situation for when I'm playing a physical game. And this time I had it mostly set up before going live, so be proud of me. Be proud of me. But I will make the volume a little more from my mic pack. How's that? That should be better. See if that is better. Hey, Soli, you know what? I don't know. I doubt he's gotten the card yet, but I was able to get it in the mail, and I did have the right amount of postage on it. My mail carrier just didn't take it for some reason, but I did have the right amount of postage on the card. So the card is in the mail, but it takes more than, I just did that on like Tuesday, and it's Thursday, so there's no way. Excuse me while I put on some lip gloss. There's no way it's gotten to him yet, but his birthday's on Thursday. It's a week from today, so hopefully it will get there in time. Hello, everyone. How are you? It is a Final Girl Thursday today. I know it's not as good as a Final Girl Friday, but look, we're here and we're doing it, and this is how it had to happen this month because I'm on vacation next week and I'm streaming something else tomorrow, which we'll talk about. So Final Girl Thursday, sorry everyone. In an ideal world, I would do Final Girl Friday on the final Friday of the month, right? But lately, the final Friday of the month, I've been traveling. So yeah. If you're watching on YouTube and it's your first time, all of these sound alerts and things will go away once we get into the gameplay. So right now we have a hype train over on Twitch. So we're just gonna ride that out. Thank you so much everyone who's supporting. And again, that will all calm down because the YouTube people can't really participate in that stuff so much. So it will all calm down once we get into the actual gameplay. Now I have some people in chat who I want to say hi to. So let me scroll back up. I want to catch everything. Zimherger over on Twitch is testing the Giphy ability, the effect that we have now. Which is if you're a tier 2 subscriber or higher on Twitch, you can now send gifts in chat, which is pretty cool. Boop, boop, boop. Gen Con was wonderful, Anthony. How was Sweden today? Tucker the Corgi, I'm so happy that you are catching me for the first time live on Twitch. Welcome in. Very, very happy that that's happening. La Cafadora says, I recently saw the film Totally Killer. What is that? I want to know about it. I don't know that. I'll have to look it up. Diane, how's Belgium? And thank you, Ben. Pinchy, hello. How is the UK today? I love it. I'm like ignoring everyone who's from like the US. I'm like, I know how it is in the US today, but how is everyone in their own countries? Pokerafa. I'm gonna call you Poker. Hi, it's your first time here. How are you? Welcome. I'm so excited to have you. Are you a Final Girl fan? Acorn Squash says the mail carriers collect outgoing mail from your mailbox normally. Now, I want to know about this. Hold on. I'm gonna sing. Thank you for the bits, Chronicles of Rage. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. The bits. You defeated Evomorph in 2 turns. Squashed him while still a hatchling with Final Girl Paula, with me, with my character. That's very impressive, Chronicles of Rage. Okay. So Ginny says, look at all the game boxes behind you. I'm going to address the mail thing with Acorn Squash. This is only a portion. We have so many games over there. But yes, tomorrow on YouTube, we will be releasing part 2 of my vlog about trying to cull my game collection. And I promise I actually make progress in part 2. And it is longer than part 1. And there will be a part 3. So look, it's a journey. We're going on a journey here, everyone. Also, in an incredibly ill-advised move, I am uploading that video to YouTube right now while streaming. It doesn't seem to be affecting the stream too badly, which is great because normally trying to upload something to YouTube while streaming is like a huge no-no. Don't do it. But I'm doing it because I don't live by anybody's rules. Y'all have so many games. I have a lot of games. I'm not going to tell you how many games I have because that is going to be revealed in part 3 of my video. But it's a lot of games. Rules are for fools. Thank you, Arden and Henry. I'm glad you're having a better day today, Defease. Okay. Acorn Squash says, wait, does the mail carrier normally take mail from your mailbox? And this is what the person at the post office asked me too, when I was like, okay, I'm glad I have the right amount of postage because the mail carrier didn't take it. And they were like, do you have an outgoing box? Do they normally take your mail? And I'm like, yes. I don't understand this. My entire life. Now, growing up, I had a mailbox with a red flag on it, right? Like I had a proper box because I lived in suburbia, North Carolina, like suburban North Carolina. And you have a mailbox at the end of your driveway and a little red flag that you push up. And when the flag is pushed up, it means there's mail in the box that the mail carrier is meant to take with them. That's how you mail things. So since living in Los Angeles, no one has mailboxes. We have mail slots typically, or like a little box on the side of your house. The mail person does not drive around your neighborhood. They park and then they walk your neighborhood to deliver your mail. It's very different. But I have always here been like, I just need to let them know there's something for them to take in mail. So I take something I'm trying to mail and I stick it in my mail slot where the like lid of the mail slot closes over it so they can see the unprocessed postage. And they take the mail and it gets mailed. I'm not a crazy person. They have done this. And now my last 2 attempts at doing this, they've suddenly just not taken it. I'm like, has the policy changed? Did I get a new mail carrier and they're refusing to take my mail because they don't understand? It is so weird. So like, am I the crazy person? I don't know. I was just like, this is how it works. Anyway, there you go. Hi, Jessica. Hello. I'm so glad says my daughter and I are cheering you on. She loves Final Girl as much as I do. Hello. What are y'all's favorite feature films? Totally Killer is a 2023 film starring Kieran Shipka about a teenager that travels back in time to 1987 to meet her parents and defeat a serial killer Back to the Future style. That sounds so fun. I'm going to put that on my to-watch list, La Cafedora. Thank you so much. Totally Killer. Legends DM, that's basically going to be me. Culling 90 games at the beginning of the year and still culling. Yeah, it's a process. It truly is a real process. I didn't say exactly how many games I own in part 1. I guessed how many games I owned, but I hadn't actually properly counted them. So in part 3, you will have the reveal because I count every game. Of course, that number has changed slightly because I've gotten more games since then. But I do have, just peek behind the curtain. Right over here in this corner of my room are boxes and boxes of games I'm planning to get rid of. Weird. Frostnight says, I'm watching on YouTube and chatting on Twitch. Weird. Word nerd, I grew up in Charlotte. Yeah, I grew up in Matthews, technically. But yes, you know where that is. Do you know where Butler High School is in Matthews? I lived walking distance from Butler. My brother's currently still in Charlotte, but the rest of my family is not there anymore. Jenny says, my condo complex has mail slots, and we have a specified slot for outgoing mail. And you put it there, yeah. Yeah, Jenny says, everywhere I've lived with mailboxes has had a little red flag. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It was just very strange to be, what can we do on YouTube so you profit more here? In general, also, hi, Chiesa. Hello, how was Chile today? Frost and I can't tell you how many games are being culled and how many are filling the cold space because that would spoil the videos I need everyone to watch on YouTube. Oh my gosh, Jessica, that's so cute. She's 4. She rolls the dice for you. I like Billy a lot as well. Yes, the Raptor one is fun. And see, I got to a point, the reason I got to a point with the number of games that you see behind me and the fact that this is only a portion of them is because I could never cull. And then I got to a point where it's like, I have to. Literally, they're taking over my life. But I got distracted. I was going to say something. I was literally talking to someone and got distracted. Okay, and I'm not crazy because, okay, other people have. Interesting. So interesting, everybody's thoughts on the mailboxes and stuff. Oh, here's the last thing I'll say, and then let's play this game. And then shall we play the game? You gotta catch up, Tan, gotta catch up. My background seems like a green screen. That's very funny. It must be just something with the lighting is making me feel separated from the background. You were addressing how the YouTubers can support you. Herbnitz. Thank you so much. Oh, Adam Holt. Yeah, that's my life. That's my life. Okay, what can we do on YouTube to profit more? In general, on YouTube, just watch the videos I put out. If you feel like the algorithm's not showing them to you, seek out my channel page and watch them. Because the ads that play on the videos pay out based on the number of views the video gets. So even if you just watch the video for like 30 seconds, that counts as a view. Now, if you don't watch it for longer than a minute, that can hurt it in the algorithm, but like seek out my videos and watch them. That is actually super helpful. Here in the live streams, something that you can do is there are things that are like super chats. You can like literally like give money in the chat as like a donation or a tip. That's something you can do if that's something you are interested in. That is never required or expected. But those are kind of, oh, and actually literally happening right now. Sorry. And I'm sorry, I missed it. It happened just now. Ben, thank you so much, says super chats can support Paula. And then a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me separate these out so that I can actually see a little better what we're doing here. Okay. All right. With all that being said, I think we should play the game. Okay, Frost Knight is now back on Twitch. We'll say the chat experience on YouTube is definitely different from the one on Twitch. I think Twitch is a lot more interactive and there's less lag. So on Twitch, it's like a 3-second lag. And on YouTube, I feel like it's like a 30-second lag. They have a lot bigger gap between you seeing me live and what you can say. So there's always a bit of a delay there, which is, I think, unfortunate. I wish we could make the lag there a lot less, more like how it is on Twitch. Whoa, really? Ancy just said, I went through the 31 videos I can find for Final Girl. I've been doing Final Girl streams for a minute. And you won 14 of them? I've won 14 times? That's like half. That's crazy. I'm shocked by that. I would never have guessed I've won like half of them. Adam Holt, you're welcome to pitch me an idea they technically say you really shouldn't take like idea submissions because people can, this is if you're a bigger person, like authors and screenwriters and movie studios like will just not open an email or a mail if it's just a random idea pitch, because the idea is if they make something even similar to that, then that person could come back and be like, you stole my idea, and sue them. But I don't think that's going to happen here. You're welcome to pitch your idea. I can't guarantee I will want to make it, but you are welcome to share it with me. Okay, but let's come on over to the old Final Girl. I'm gonna mute alerts. Okay. Let's try to play, shall we? We are playing. how far into this are we? I feel like I should always like mark down because I'm going to do chapter markers later, and this is helpful. Though I don't know how, we found out last time, most people just watch the whole video. Very few people actually bounce around in the channel markers, but I do think they're useful to have. So we are roughly 20 minutes in. For starting. Also, how's my upload going? Oh, it's done. That's good. Okay, good. My upload is done, which means I can deal with the rest of that later. Perfect. All right. Okay. I will also say the back end of the YouTube streaming experience is frustrating compared to, oh, I thought you were just going to pitch the idea in chat, Adam. I thought you were just going to share it here. You're welcome to email it, but I may not, just know I may not have a chance to like respond to it. I think I might need to turn off my overhead light because look, I'm casting a big shadow. Let's see what it looks like if I turn off the light. And then we'll actually do this. Hold on, everyone. Oh, you can keep hearing me because I think that's nicer. It's obviously darker, but I do think it's nicer. Do we think there will ever be a final girl with superpowers? Ooh, good question. I don't know. I'm glad you didn't miss it. Hello, my name is 11. Okay. Okay. So here we are in the Marrek murders. We're going up against the Tormentor, and I will be playing today with Cassie, who is another real life. Focus. Come on. Doesn't really want to focus. Okay. A real life final girl. Cassie is a real human that this card and character is modeled after. And the last couple of years at Gen Con, you've been able to meet her in the meet and greets, which I wasn't able to do this year, but last year I was, and it was super fun. So I thought, oh, we just came back from Gen Con and I didn't get to see Cassie, but I can play with her card. Yeah, make sure you turn off the lav when you take a bathroom break. Don't worry, on my pause screen, there is no audio input. Mama Cass says, I lost 5 times with Cassie before I finally won with her. Okay, so her ability unlocks when she has rescued 6 victims. That might actually be very difficult on this board because it's going to be harder to rescue victims on this board. But her ultimate ability, which is super cool, I feel like, for like winning the game, is if you can spend 6 times, so all of your time, you can double the damage of your next attack. You can't do it with reaction cards, only with an actual proper attack action, which is really cool. So let's see. Okay, we need to finish our setup here. So let's take a look at our board. So in this game, the killer, who is the Tormentor, she does not come onto the board until the finale is triggered. So we have to kind of survive all these traps to get to actually trying to defeat Tormentor. So where the killer starts in the setup card is actually a victim who is in a trap. Because this is very like Saw, and so there's going to be traps everywhere. So to do this, we're going to set up a victim death trap. This is a drowning tank. So to get out of this, I know it's a little, it's not the clearest image, even like being kind of like zoomed in and close to the camera. It's a little hard to read all of it, but we need to accomplish this top line and then this bottom line, and then the victim can escape. And every time we see a symbol that says progress a trap, the victim meeple moves down this little line at the bottom, and we have to suffer the consequence of each thing. And if they get all the way to the end and we can't get them out, then they die, and the horror level goes up and the bloodlust goes up. Okay. So for the drowning tank, they've been dropped into a tank of water, and the water's rising. First, we must unlatch and open the tank lid. It's going to cost us 5 time to do it. So we need to go into this space with this person and spend 5 of our time to do that. Tammy the Tiger. Oh, thank you for being here from the Push the Roll Discord. Appreciate you. This is a solo board game. Hold on, hold on. Yes, it's a solo game. That's what the back of my shirt says, right? Yeah, it's a solo game. You play it by yourself. You can play it cooperatively with other people, but okay. Then the next thing we need to do is pull the victim free. I have to succeed on moving 1 space and spending 2 times. So it's going to be difficult to do this in 1 turn. And then this victim is out. So what happens here is we put the trap token in the space so we remember where it is. So it's this token. And then this victim goes on the card here. Okay? So then we need to set up the rest of all of this. So me, the final girl, I'm here. Now these red spaces, this is a warehouse, right? All the exit doors are currently locked, and they will automatically unlock through the game based on terror cards we pull. Her rules from discard are you're not allowed to lose with her. Victims don't need saving. She's hilarious. Okay, the pitch is you do a video where you color board game tokens, and then you start seeing edges of things like coffee tables, and you start painting everything, and then someone walks in and sees the paint everywhere. You look and say, don't ask. Oh, I see. You're saying like where you take the edge of the token, that's just raw cardboard, and you color it black with the marker so that it's like the same color as the rest of the token, and then that extends out into trying to deal with the edges on everything. I also hope you don't have any more nightmares. Psychotic. I hope you sleep well. Okay, so I'm the final girl, and I'm here. Oh, so in this warehouse, so these red spaces are like elevated. They're like on the top of storage shelves, and you can, I'm starting on top of one, and so is this person, and you can climb up them, but then with a climb action card. We also have leap cards that let you jump like that, and to get these you have to turn in a walk card. You just discard a walk card and you can take a climb card, or you discard a walk and you can take a leap, or if you discard a walk and a sprint, or maybe if you take a sprint, oh, it literally says here, discard a walk to take one of these cards, or discard a sprint, and you can take both. And if you fail the leap, you just fall down into there. And you take damage. Okay. Okay, we need victims. We need victims. Where else are our victims going? We have one here, and one here, and one here. We have 2 here. 1 in this exit, but we can't get out yet, unfortunately. We have 1 in the receiving area, which is somewhere we can look for items. We are playing with Cassie's special item. It is shuffled somewhere into this deck, so we'll see if we find it. There are 2 in this space. There's 1 here. 1 in the pit, which is the center area. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that should be it. Oh, thanks, Auntie. I like it, Adam. That's funny. I think it would be difficult maybe to do because I'd have to actually like paint on things to do it, but I like the idea. Okay. Ooh, Dichotic on a 100 stream streak. And thank you for those 99 bits from Zimherger over on Twitch. Thank you everyone who contributed to that hype train from earlier as well. I really appreciate all of you. I have the hiccups. Great. Love it. Love being live on the internet with hiccups. Okay. So I think we're set up. So we need to pull an event card. Freak boy, you read my mind. I was just remembering as you were saying something. Oh, the supervisor. Place the supervisor and 2 new victims in the supply cage. So this is a special victim. So they're represented by this blue meeple in the supply cage, which is up here, and then 2 new victims will go with them. Okay. When panicking victims in the supervisor space, roll 1 die and move all victims, including the supervisor, according to the result. Okay, so they will all panic together as opposed to separately. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I hadn't pulled it yet. We just thought of it at the exact same time. So, and it's something I forget all the time. So, okay. I think we've done everything we need to set up. So our exits again are here. We need to wait for them to unlock before we can use them. We can search for items, the manager's office, the supply cage, and the receiving area. And we need to get this person out of this trap. Every time if people die in the traps and everything, like the horror level is going to be going up. And so I feel like we should definitely be, oh, I haven't marked my horror level. Where's my marker? So we need to probably work on keeping the horror level down. Though, when we look at the bloodlust track here, there's not a lot of crazy stuff that happens. And it's a pretty short bloodlust track. Discard random action card. The dark power is revealed. Discard random action card. But otherwise, they're just powering up and then triggering a trap here at the top. So this isn't going to make the horror level go up too bad, but failing these traps, I think, is. So... sorry, of course. Our horror level is a 3. It starts kind of low, actually. You can see here, horror level 3. So I've set it here. Starts kind of low. We start with this hand of free cards. I am playing with the tier tokens, not the dice, but whenever I roll 1s and 2s, we know that that corresponds with tiers. So we'll be able to fill up our tier board. I like side B best, so we have it on that. Okay. Let's actually start. 33 minutes in, honestly, we're doing pretty good. Yes, Gabby says, I feel like I have to get my mind right before I sit down and begin a new game. Prepare myself mentally for what's ahead. 100%, I agree. I agree. Okay, let me just mark down here. 34 minutes. This just helps me later to know when these things happen. Okay. I mean, there's a lot that's connected here. I can literally go 1, 2. Now but I would have to climb, I think, up. Let's just double check the climbing, getting onto those spaces real quick. You will have to use a climb to move to an adjacent red ladder space. Victims will follow you. Okay. I kind of feel like we should try and deal with the, I don't know, actually. I have played with the blue dice for the tier dice. And there are streams you can find on the channel that show that. Lately I've just been playing with the red dice. Yeah, the game's going pretty well so far. We could just let that person die and go and look for items. Okay, in the manager's office, you guys can't really see. You can see like this better. We have a megaphone. Once per action phase, you may move any victim on the board one space, but then all enemies come after me. That's interesting. In the receiving area, which is way down here, we have a first aid kit. Every time you use an action card to recover health, recover an additional health. And then over in the supply cage, which is way over here, you may now use the forklift, which is in the pit. The forklift may move with you, but may not enter search deck or ladder climbing spaces. While with the forklift, you may spend time to safely move a victim from an adjacent forklift space to your space. Interesting. I do feel like trying to get items is a good thing. I am worried about this person in a trap. I don't know. Oh, hi, Kathy. Thank you for passing that along, Mama Cass. Well, I don't have a sprint, so I can't. I could try and leap. Wow, guys, sorry, I'm really torn. Okay, I'm going to okay, here's what I'm going to do. The first thing we're going to do is focus. We're going to try and lower our horror level, and we're going to focus. So I'm rolling 2 dice. My face is covering stuff because I moved this earlier. Let's come down like this. You'll see a little more what's going on. If I do, no, you really can't see. It's fine. We're just going to roll in here. Hi, that's the little gal. How are you? An escape room above the spaghetti factory. I mean, I'm sure that's fun. I tend to not have time for that kind of stuff while I'm at Gen Con, but if you want to organize something with other people in the community, I mean, that sounds fun. Okay. I got a 5 and a 2. The 5 is a success. So that means we're lowering the horror by 1. Thank you for following MLVC 2002. We're going to be playing the Green Terror tonight. Any advice on what to do to win, says Howard Brown. I think chat is going to have better advice than me. Chat, you got any advice for Howard on how to beat the Green Terror? Okay, I need to spend a time for doing this, and the horror went down to 2. Great. Okay, that's something. So, oh, Tammy, the people in the TTRPG actual play space may not know. I wet my teeth. I wet my teeth? Is that a saying? I cut my teeth. I'm a board gamer. I'm a big board gamer, and I have hundreds upon hundreds of games, and that's the main thing I do is board game stuff. If you can roll well, yes, roll well is the main advice, Howard. Let's walk and see how it goes, and then we'll decide where we're going to go from there. So I'm going to play a walk card. We're going to roll 2 dice again. Okay, that's a fail, but I can discard 2 cards to convert to a success, which means I'd spend a time and move 1 space. And I'll be honest, is that worth it? I'm not sure. Now, I could, with no success, move 1 space, take a damage, and lose 2 time, but then I could get a tier token. That must be what it is. I have been spending too much time with the glass cannon Network and the Naish, because I do think I see people on the Reddit say things like my teeth are wet, and I don't know where it's come from, but it must be that has gotten into my brain. Oh yeah, if you want to see the first instance of my culling video, you can find it here on my YouTube, and part 2 of me attempting to cull down my collection to a more manageable state will be coming out tomorrow, and buckle up, it's long. It's the longest non-gameplay video I've made. It's quite long. You know what? I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to take the no success. I'm not going to convert. So for those of you who don't know the game, if you roll a 3 or 4, it has this symbol of 2 cards on it. And that means you can discard 2 cards from your hand to convert that to a success. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold on to my cards. What I am going to do is take the no success thing on. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I don't have my Stream Deck for changing this stuff in a good spot. I need to hook up my foot pedal because I think that will help. I need to hook up my foot pedal. So with no successes, you can move up to 1 space, take a damage, and lose 2 time. We're just going to do it. I'm going to take a damage, so I'm down to 4 health from 5. But I am going to move 1 space, and I'm going to move diagonally into the pit. I fell into the pit. And then because I resolved a 0 success, I get a tier token, which I'm going to put here. As I collect tier tokens, I can spin them on cool things. 1 tier token can get you 1 time, which for these traps could be very useful. Patrons did want long videos, it's true. Tammy, Betrayal and House on the Hill is the game that got me into board games. So it's great taste. I have a love-hate relationship with the game, but okay. All right, let's focus here. Now what are we doing? So I've done that. I think I might stop. Hold on to all these cards. Stay here. Well, I could go on and swap the walk. If I discard the walk, I can take the climb, which means I can, it's the climb. I'm in a singing mood today. Next turn, I can try and come up there and stop this trap. So why don't I just do that? And then I will have 3 time to spin to get other cards. And I think we should get a search card and a close call. The search card costs 2, the close call costs 1. That's our 3 time. And call that good for now. So our time will reset. These cards will go back into the market so I can access them next time. And then we have the killer turn. So what happens on the killer phase? It's a killer. Is a trap activates. So when that happens, basically the meeple moves 1 closer to drowning, and so we lose a time as a punishment. So that's what happens there, and then we flip over a terror card. You have no respect for life. If no victims are trapped, put this card on the bottom of the deck and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, panic all we do have 1 trapped victim. Panic all untrapped victims in spaces with the death trap. No one is in a space with a death trap, so no one will panic. If you are in a space with a trapped victim, you panic and take damage. We didn't make it in there. So this doesn't happen. If no one panicked, the bloodlust goes up and we have to discard a random action card. Brutal game. That's tough. We have to discard a random action card that we spent a lot of time and effort getting. I have not played the Baldur's Gate version of Betrayal House on the Hill. Yeah, totally. Tammy, I agree with you. Like, there are things about the game that are completely and totally broken, but it can be so, so fun. Okay. Okay, weak attack got randomly discarded. That's okay because we weren't going to use that anyway. If you discard the close call worked. All right. Great. That's the killer phase. Yes. Yes. Panic. No one died, so no one panicked. Upkeep. Do I need to do anything with this during the upkeep phase? I think only if we're done with the trap do we do anything with it. Let's just double check. Yeah. If you've gotten out of a trap, then it gets discarded during the upkeep phase. Great. Okay. I think you can choose to leave victims behind, Zimherger, but 2 will automatically follow you, but no more than 2. Oh, I hope you're enjoying it, Clorpdonk. I really enjoyed playing the One Ring TTRPG with Glass Cannon. It's been very cool. Okay, so now it's my turn again. So I have my cards, and what I would like to do is attempt to climb up here and try and do this. I'm not going to be able to do all of it because it does require me to spend 7 time. Though I'm going to spend 2 this turn anyway. Maybe we just do it. Well, let's see. First of all, we have to climb. We have to climb to get up there. So let's try and do that. First, we try to climb up there, and this victim will follow me if possible. Oh, it's going to cost time to do this. This is kind of rough, actually. I don't know. Maybe I should just be letting people die and like buffing myself up with like items, but I'm scared, everyone. So, okay. Cat hair, and I have cat hair on me. So if this works, I will move to an adjacent space and spend either 1 or 2 time, which sucks. 2 dice. Honestly, I don't have another focus. Oh wait, I do have another focus. Hold on. Before I climb, I would like to focus and see if I can get down to rolling 3 dice. Hold on. Where are my cards? Let me try to focus. I would like 2 successes, please. That's 1 success. 2 successes would have been great. 1 success, which means I have to spend a time, but the horror level goes down. It's not great. I'm going to have to discard cards to do this. This is maybe not a good idea of what I'm doing right now, but we're doing it. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm probably being dumb. It's fine. Okay, so now to climb, I'm rolling 3 dice because I'm now in the horror level. See how it shows 3 dice. So I'm less scared so I can do more things. That's 1 success, which means I can move to an adjacent space and spend 2 time. This is horrible. We're there. But to do this, I have to spend 5 time. Clorpno, great question. I don't know the answer, unfortunately. Because I'm just part of it. I'm not running it. I have nothing to do with organizing it. I honestly don't know. All right, we're just gonna wait. I can't do this turn. I don't have enough time. I have to discard every card in my hand to get enough time to do the first thing. So I'm not going to. I'll just take the hit of losing 2 time next round and then deal with it next round. I think that makes the most sense. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna stop my turn here and hope that everything's okay. I mean, I might end up losing this victim. They might panic away this round, but it's okay. So I only have 2 time here, which means I think it probably makes the most sense to grab I'm going to be getting these cards back, a focus and 2 walks. I have a short rest, a close call, and a search in my hand. So, hi before you play. Let's hang out. I miss you. I love you. I hope this is Monique and not Naveen, because maybe that would be awkward. But you know what? Sentiment still applies. I miss you. I love you. Let's hang out. Whoever is on the other end of that, the same message applies. Okay. Let's take the sprint. I'm going to take the sprint for 2 time. All right, the climb is going to go back. These 0 cost cards go into my hand, and then these go back into there. And if it's that baby, then yes, good point, Zumherger. If it's that baby typing in chat, then extra. I miss you. I love you. Let's hang out. They say exit slowly. Tell Monique I said all of those things. But Naveen, yeah, same. Also love you. Okay, so that's that. So now we do the killer phase, and the trap activates. So the meeple goes over 1. I lose 2 times. So I'm down to 4, which is rough. And then we flip over a tarot card. The killer could be anywhere. Increase the horror for each space between you and the killer. Do not count your space or the killer's space. So the way that the game says to resolve this, because the killer's not on the board, is that we're going to flip over an unused setup card, and wherever the killer is meant to start on that card is the space that the killer is in for the purposes of calculating this card. Oh, this is very lucky. Oh, wait, no, I was looking at me. I was like, oh, the killer's 1 space away from me, so that's good. But no, the killer space is actually over here where I started. So it's 2 spaces away based on that. I'll just put this on the bottom. So I'm going to increase the horror level by 2. That blows. Oh, wait, do not count your space or the killer's space. Hold on. The space is in between. So if the killer is here, oh, then it's just 1. It still sucks, but it's not as bad. Right? Do people feel like I'm doing that right? Killer's here. There's 1 space in between us. Each space between you. Great. So the horror will go up by 1. So it's now at 2 here. And then sorry, I'm gonna also try to stop picking at my nails during this stream. Okay, and then they would target the final girl, move, and attack, but they're not on the board, so this part doesn't happen, okay? Yes, if you are in the center, Zimherger is asking, if you're in the center, do you panic with more than 1 dice? Yes, so if any victims are in the pit, you roll 2 dice to see where they panic. Good catch. Okay. Could have been worse. I would like to save this person now. I don't want to spend any more time on this. So I need to be able to move 1 space and spend 7 time, basically, this round. Oh, is anyone panicking? I don't think so. Sorry. Let me just double check again that we don't have a panic here where a death trap is, because it's possible that we do. Let me see. People in the trap cannot panic because they're traps. They can't run away. During the panic phase, victims in a space with a completed death trap will panic. But this is not completed. Victims can also help me in the trying to get out of the death trap. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's only if they're completed traps. Oh, Strovian. You're not too late. I really haven't done that much. We really haven't done very much. We're 2 rounds in. I've pulled 2 tarot cards. So feel free to hang out. I will not be at Spiel this year, but you're gonna have such a great time, Nancy. It's such a fun event. Hi, Paul. How are you? I had a good time at Gen Con, yes. Okay. Boop, boop. Great. I don't think anyone panics. Okay. I don't think anyone panics. I need to put back one of these dice because we're only rolling 2 dice now. So we are starting with 4 time, but we need to spend 5 time to unlatch and open the tank lid. And so to do that, we're going to discard a card to gain a time. I'm going to discard the short rest, and that gives me a time. Then I can spend 5 time, that takes me down to 0, to complete the first step of this task. Let me get a little marker to show we've done it. Okay. All right. We've done that. Bye, Mama Cass. Oh, I'm so sorry that your kid had to go to the hospital right after Gen Con. I hope the appointment goes well. Nice to see you. We'll see you later. Okay, so we've marked that. We've done that. The next thing we need to do is pull the victim free. We need to succeed on a move and then spend 2 time. So to do this, we need to, this is a little crazy, but we're just going to do it. I'm going to discard two cards to gain 2 more time back. Then I'm going to play a walk card to see if I can get a move. I could also spin 1 tier token to gain 1 time. That's something that we might be doing a lot of in this game, which I'm not doing quite yet, but it is an option if we'd rather not get rid of the card. Okay, so I'm doing that, and now I need to roll to see if I can succeed in this move. I'm rolling 2 dice, but because another victim's in the space with me, they're helping me. So they get to give me +1 die on this check. So I'm gonna roll 3 dice to see if I can have a successful move. I just need 1 star. And of course, I got 2 stars, which means I can, I don't need both. I just need to be able to move 1. Oh, does it cost me the time? All right. Okay, the only problem with this is it does cost me a time to move. So I succeeded in the 1 move space, but I need to spend 2 time. Right now I only have 2, but it cost me 1 time to actually do this move. So I am going to spend this tier token to gain a time. And then I will have the 3 I need. So 1 for the successful move, and then 2 down to 0 for the time it takes. And we have gotten this victim out of the trap. So this and this will discard. So they come back into the space. We've saved them. Do you mind quickly showing us what is on the back side of the Marrek warehouse board? Dragon's Tomb? Get out of here. Also, how are you? It's so nice to see you. I do mind. I will not be doing that. Can you imagine if I was like, sure, and just dumped it all over? All right. I truly don't know if all that effort was worth getting this person out of this trap, but there you go. So at the end of the turn, I have no time to spend to get new cards. So I just have these 3 that are still in my hand, focus, search, and sprint. I will get back the weak attack and the focus from previous. And then these will go back into the tab below. Okay. And then that's me for my turn. A trap would trigger, but no one's in it, so that's not going to happen. And then we flip over a terror card. Live or die. If there are no victims on the board, discard. There are victims. A victim in the space with the most victims, if tied furthest from you, is now trapped. Well, the space with the most victims is this one with the supervisor. So we just got rid of this, which I will discard from the game. But here, I'm just going to put it on the bottom of the deck. We now have to pull out a new one. Swinging Blades. Cool. So this victim is trapped. To get them out of this, honestly, we might just let them die. First, you have to time the blades. It'll take 5 times. Then you have to cut the ropes, spending 2 damage to do it. And then last, you have to dive to safety, move 2 spaces. They are going to make the horror level go up, which is bad. But honestly, I don't know if it's I don't think it specifies if it's the supervisor or a normal victim, but I'm just going to say it's a normal victim in this case. So the horror could go up quite a bit here. But wow, that's far away. I kind of might just let that do its thing for a minute. Yes. Do you think a supervisor would take on the responsibility of getting in this trap? I think they'd push one of their workers in there. I agree. I agree, our Dan Henry. Okay. So that is a thing. Great. Great. Then it's me. None of these have unlocked yet, which is super great. I think we will try and maybe come down to the receiving area and search there for items. I mean, there's a first aid kit and hopefully something else awesome in there. So I think that's what we're going to try and do on our turn. So that means we're going to try and sprint over there. So play our sprint card. We're rolling 2 dice. A 3 and a 2, not ideal. I can discard 2 cards to make this work. And that sucks. Because I have no cards. I don't think I'm playing very well. I'm going to discard the focus and the weak attack to convert this to a success, which means I can move up to 2 spaces. That's all I need to get into the receiving area, and these people will come with me. 1, 2. You can just climb down a ladder from these red spaces. You only need the special action to go up the ladder. So we're in the receiving area. That cost me 1 time. And then I'm going to play my search card and hope that I can get something good from this search deck. Come on. Okay. Well, that is 2 convertible successes and I only have 1 card, so I literally can't do anything. Do I get tears for those? Or only if you roll 1 or 2? I need chat to tell me. This is really upsetting. I think I also thought tears was only 1s and 2s. But this is still an ultimate. Hold on, I have the rules with me. Hold on, I have them right here. No, each time you resolve a no success final result during a horror roll, you may take 1 tier marker for each tier showing on the dice, and they are only on 1s and 2s. Boo. Boo. Thank you for being on my side, though, Captain Valdia Black. That sucks. That's about the worst thing I could have rolled with 1 card in hand. So for no success, I can take the top item and go up 2 horror and lose 2 time, or I can just go up. I'm going to do this. I don't care that much about first aid kit. I really was hoping to be able to look in the deck. Yeah, you technically take tiers. You just take 0 tiers because no tiers are showing on the dice. So I'm just going to take the loser thing. I'm going to go up 1 horror. I'm going to lose 2 time, and that's the end of my turn, and it sucks. I have 3 to spend, and I hate all of it. I think I'm going to take a distraction for 3. And that's it. Oh, man, that blows. Or should I take, you know what? I feel like actually I should take another search. I should try again. I'll take a search and a close call. Boo. Okay. Search, sprint, weak attack, focus. All right, I at least have some cards in my hand now. Okay. Cassie, it's you, it's you. Yes, I'm so happy to see you. I do have your axe in the game. I just don't know what deck it's in. I didn't cheat. I did seed it in. It's somewhere, but I randomly shuffled it, so I don't know where it is. So I kind of think just like, let's search as much as possible, honestly. I heard that you say victims don't need to be saved. And frankly, that is often how I feel as well. But it might be nice to save somebody. But nothing's unlocked yet, so. Okay. That's the end of my turn. It sucked. So I reset the time. And the trap goes off. So swinging blades. Bloop. And the horror level goes up by 1, so it's now at 4, which I don't like. And then we flip over a terror card. Bye, great, Kevin. Click. Hey, this is a good thing. We'll have to draw another terror card, but this is impossible to read, so I'll read it to you. When the doors are locked, why save them? And when they're unlocked, why save them? There's an axe out there to find. You just got to stay on top of the horror level and the bloodlust, I feel like. You know, that's the only thing about like saving people. Then they're not dying. Okay. The main entrance is now unlocked. So this token goes away, which is awesome. Now we could save people from out there. And then we draw the next terror card. Next. It's another click. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Loading dock A is now unlocked. We could actually save this one person and maybe get something out of it. Then we draw an event card. Help on the racks. Here, let me put this where you guys can maybe sort of see it. Panic all victims in spaces adjacent to ladder spaces, but only move them if they panic into a ladder space. Repeat this process until at least 2 victims have moved into a ladder space or until there are no more victims in spaces adjacent to ladder spaces. Thank you for resubscribing, Simon Harper. Over on the Twitch. Oh, 047Y Barwij, I don't know exactly how to say your name, is saying, you watched the first part of my culling vlog. My mind was blown to the amount of games you have, and that wasn't even all of them. Tomorrow you're going to see even more games, and that's not even all of them. And I'm not saying that as a brag. I'm saying that it's a problem. I will also say, for those of you here, to be very clear, I didn't buy a lot of the games that I have because I work in games. I get sent a lot of games by publishers. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a very privileged problem to have, but I feel very conscious of the idea that like I would have irresponsibly spent money on a bunch of games that I don't play. I don't actually spend that much money on the games. Yeah, that's just part of the job. It's just part of the job. Simharger, thank you for gifting that Twitch sub to Cassie. Okay. You've given 411 gift subs in this channel. You're incredible. All right, back to it. We need to do this panicking. Okay, we're panicking all victims adjacent to ladder spaces. So these two. So we'll do this one. That's a 3, which means they will climb up into the ladder space. And then this one, that's a 5, so they're gonna go here. Okay, this one's adjacent to a ladder space. That's a 4, so they go here. Who else is adjacent? This one's adjacent to a ladder space. That's a 4, so they climb up onto the ladder. Repeat this process until at least 2 victims have moved into a ladder space, or until there are no more victims adjacent to ladders. I mean, I kind of feel like we should keep going. They're on a ladder. I don't know if that's the intention of the card, but, oh, this one panics into the loading dock B, and this one panics into loading dock B. I just did all of them. Don't at me. I will say Will Wheaton has more games than I do. He said he has like 700 something games. And that is more games than me. I would love a scenario where I could reasonably keep everything, and then whenever someone came over, I could be like, literally, you can play anything you want. I have so many games, but that's just not realistic for my space. Okay. Cool. So we did that. Draw the next tarot card. We keep drawing tarot cards. We have to help. There are victims on the board. So next, all victims move 1 space toward the nearest death trap. So we didn't place the death trap. Hold on. It's the swinging. Here it is. The blades here. So they all move 1 space toward. So they come here. They come here. They go here. They go here. Oh, man. Everyone coming out of exit spaces, but that's okay. Okay, they're all running to try and help. All right. Cool. Could have been worse. Could have been, honestly, these tarot cards are not so bad so far. We just need to, like, get some things accomplished here. Great. No panicking, because no one's died and someone's in this trap, so I don't think they panic out. And so then I think it's the start of my turn. Yeah, you feel overwhelmed with just your small collection. It's very easy to suddenly get overwhelmed, right? TM Waldo. It's not going well so far. It's not going horribly, but it's not going well. Okay. So I want to search again. So let's start with that. Or should we focus first? First, let's focus and see if we can lower the horror down a little bit. Okay, that's 1 success. So that means the horror will go down by 1 and we lose a time. Okay, now I'm going to try to search. Maybe I should have waited and searched first, but here we are. Oh, man. This game doesn't want me to find anything. That's a 1 and a 4. I am going to play my close. Nope. I'm going to short rest and close call. I'm going to discard those to convert this 4 to 1 success. I don't really want the top item. I want... Maybe not. Maybe I won't do that. I want to look in the whole deck. So you know what? I'm going to play my close call to spend 2 time and reroll all dice. We're re-rolling. I hope I don't regret this. Give me 2. 1 success. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed. I don't want this, but okay. I spend another time and I take the first aid kit. This is why, like, I don't search. I don't search. That's true. You have to get the top item out so you can get to the rest. It's true. It's true. But now whenever I heal, I will heal extra, and that's not terrible. It takes up 1 hand. And that's it. I'm stopping there. I have 2 time to spend. I have 2 walks, a weak attack, and a focus in my hand. And you know what? I'll just take another search for 2 time. We're just gonna do our best to get everything out of this deck. This search goes back. Just gonna search until the finale is triggered. Oh, and hopefully try and keep on top of the horror level. Stroiven says, I would rush to the main entrance. How I think about it, the Tormentor can kill only 6 times until the finale, only through trap. So every trap you dismantle surely counts in your favor. The problem is I think it's certainly the fewer kills they make, the less dangerous they'll be as we go, but it's tricky, right? It's tricky. All right, but that's the end of my turn. That's what I've done. And then it is the killer phase, so the trap will go off. This moves up 1. We lose 1 time, so we're down to 5. And then we flip over a tarot card. Click. Okay. Loading dock B is unlocked. Wow, that happened all of a sudden. So all the exits are available now. We draw an event card. Trucks are here. Place 1 new victim. Oh my gosh. On each loading dock. If either loading dock space or both is locked. Okay, no. Everything's unlocked. So everything, that's very funny. Everything is unlocked and shipments are here. And so new people are showing up. At all the entrances. This is, yes, Cassie, this is a season 1 playmat with the misprint of the hostage negotiator dice on it. I would like to get a new version of the playmat, but I haven't. I haven't yet. Oh, Zimherger, the video, the sketch video from a number of years ago where I'm making fun of people who are trying to call their collections and can't. That was a fully made up number. I don't think at the time, I don't know how many games I had at the time. I said like, I have 183 games. I think I might have just made that number up. I can't remember now if I actually counted. But at the time, that also, what you saw there on my shelves in that video was basically my whole collection. So it's expanded a lot since then. And it's also been like 4 or 5 years since I made that. So, ugh. Hey, Waldo just got their Series 4 box. Mine is a limited edition misprint. You're right. This is actually valuable and worth money. This is actually valuable and worth money. And it's been featured on every single one of my Final Girl videos. All right. We need to draw the next terror card. We're flying through these. Faulty construction. If no one is trapped, put this on the bottom of the deck. We do have someone in a trap. Choose a death trap and play. Mark the next escaped task as completed without having to fulfill the requirements. So we don't actually have to spend 5 time on the blades. Actually, that makes this much more reasonable to try and do. But the bloodlust will go up. 1. Okay. 1 more and the dark power will be revealed. How many tarot cards do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway through. All right. Halfway through and about 30 minutes left. I want to try. I say this every time. I want to try to not go long today, but we'll see. Hey, Panda Angel. Okay. I am now, it's my turn. So we are once again, we're just going to try and search first thing. Roll 2 dice. Maybe I'll get lucky and get 2 stars. A 4 and a 1 again. I'm going to discard a walk and a weak attack to convert that 4 to a success. I lose a time, and I'm just going to take the top item, and I'm going to pray that this is the axe, Cassie's axe. It's a plank! Can I beat anyone with the plank? Place the plank so it's touching 2 different ladder spaces. These spaces are now considered adjacent, and victims panicking from either space will always move to the other. So I think you don't have to leap. Okay, well, let's put the plank... I guess let's put it here. Oh, well. All right, let's get out of here. This isn't helping. I don't feel like anything good is happening right now. So I'm going to try to walk first. Let's walk. I have no cards. A 1 and a 2. Remember last time we streamed, I actually had really good dice rolls. Bye, Cassie. Thank you so much for being here. So I fail, but I get 2 tears, which I can spin to move it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, when I fail this, I can move up to 1 space, taking a damage and spending 2 time. I'm going to do that. Then I am going to spend my 2 tier tokens I just got to move 1 space. I'm going to move over to here to loading dock A, and these 2 victims are going to come with me. Okay. Because next turn, if I can get them here to this exit and save them, I can save 3 people and just get some buffs. And I think that will help me. And then start going up here. All right. I have 1 card in my hand. So my turn is over. I'm picking up these. I have 2 time to spend once again. And I'm going to take the sprint for 2 time. It's so interesting to me how different each of these scenarios feels to play. Like the way you approach them really is different because you need to strategize differently based on what this killer does or what this location does and how it affects you. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try and save some victims here, Yancy. Okay. Killer phase. The trap goes off. So this person is likely going to die. I don't know that I'm going to be able to save them. The horror level goes up by 1 when it happens because of the symbol there. And we flip over a terror card. You don't deserve to live. If there are no victims on the board, discard this. We have plenty of victims. A victim that matches the first applicable condition below is now trapped in the exit space furthest from you. The person in the main entrance. They're trapped. Their death trap is infestation box. That's horrible. So they come here on the start. We put the token that matches it in the main entrance. I'm just going to put it on the little circle there. This requires us to do 2 damage to break the lock, 3 time to open the box, and then 1 movement success to pull the victim free. And every time we don't do it, the horror goes up. This one will be important to try and do, I think. This is about to escalate, and this is about to get quite bad. Hi, Marzipan Beetle. Oh, why? Okay. That's it. Great. Let's start making our way up there and see if I think we need to try and save this person. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to sprint with our 2 dice. I'm switching dice. I'm not rolling these anymore. That's a 4 and a 2. I never reset this. This is going so badly today. So I guess I'll convert the 4 with these 2 cards, a focus and a short rest. It's going badly, which gives us 1 success, which means we spend a time and we move 2 spaces. So I'm going to move into the exit here. 2 victims will follow me. Then all 3 of these victims will be saved, which means we get to put them on Cassie's card and get some buffs. So I can take a sprint card, I can take a distraction, I can move, and I can lower the horror level. I think I'm going to lower the horror level by 1. And then I think I'm going to, honestly, I think I'm going to move and move. Move 1 space, move 1 space. To start trying to make my way up to here. So I'm going to move. So I still have 1 movement left from my sprint because I only did 1. So 1 from the sprint, then 1 from saving a victim. This person's going to come with me. Oh, we have to climb up into that. And I don't have a climb. That's okay. So 1-1, saving victim movement, 1 to here, saving victim movement, 1 into the pit, and I have 2 victims moving along with me. We are currently 1, 2, 3 away from the main entrance. It's not ideal. But we're gonna, that's how it worked. That's how it happened. Okay, so I have 5 time to spend on cards. And I'm picking up all of these. So let's do, hi Jacob, how are you? Yeah, dice jail, get rid of those dice, they're terrible. 5 time to spend. I think we get, honestly, I think we get a distraction because we're gonna need to lower the horror. That's 3. With 2 left, I think we take, I wonder if I should be taking an improvise. I think we take a sprint. I want to get moving for the last 2. Okay. Then these cards go back. Great. Then it's the killer phase. So this trap will go off. So this person's closer to dead. We lose a time. This person's on its way and the horror goes up by 1. Boo. There's no way this person's gonna end up dying. It just is what it is.
Yak_Cubate just redeemed. Don't forget to hydrate.
Unfortunately, so over on Twitch, Jacob has redeemed a thing saying, hey, hydrate yourself. I actually don't have anything to hydrate with. I have the tiniest sip of cold coffee. And that's on me. That's on me. Okay. This is bad. Let's flip over a tarot card. Faulty construction. Ooh, okay. This says if no one is trapped, you put the card on the bottom of the deck. But we have 2 trap people. Choose a death trap in play. Mark the next escape task as completed without having to fulfill the requirements. This person is about to die.
Hello, my name is 11 just redeemed. Don't forget to hydrate.
It's gone. I have nothing to hydrate with, guys. That's it. It's empty. I have now drained the tiniest last bit of my appropriate you died mug. I can't hydrate anymore. Hydration intermission.
Hello, my name is 11 just redeemed. No time. Don't forget to hydrate.
Okay, I'm just going to gather a lot of saliva in my mouth and swallow. Hydrated. I'm not refunding anyone's channel points if they redeem that again. Streamer is shriveling right before our eyes. What's happening? I'm picking. We're not going to do this. They're going to die anyway, unfortunately. Even though that would put them 1 closer to being done, I don't think we can get there in time. right? If our sprint went off, what do we have? Does it make any sense to apply it to this one, or should we just do this one because this is the one we're trying to make happen? I think let's try and make this one happen. I think it makes more sense. It just is what it is. Okay. I don't want to take a break. I don't want to go in. The problem is to go get a drink, it's so far away, and I don't want to drink water out of the faucet in here because I need a filter for it, and I don't have one yet. And see, the Twitch, there are fun shenanigans over on Twitch. Okay.
Hello, my name is Ace11, just redeemed, don't forget to hydrate.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy with this hydration. Okay. I will drink so much water when the stream is over. How about that? Yes, I have a water bottle. It's just empty. I just didn't bring myself extra water in here for today because I had the coffee and then I drink all the coffee. So it is what it is. Should Paula hydrate? Y'all crazy. I'm not doing that,
just
Twitch.
redeemed, suggest a poll.
Twitch is out of control. The whole studio, remember, this whole studio is a work in progress, which is why every time I stream, my background looks different. Everything will be more together over time. Should I take a break and get something to drink? I wonder if I should take a break and get something to drink. What I'm going to do is play the game. Okay. I don't even know where we were or what we were doing. Oh, we did this. The bloodlust goes up, which reveals the dark power. Unfair traps. For all death traps, escape task requirements are all increased by 1. Great. Perfect. Great. These gifts in chat and Twitch are making me very happy. This is new, Bad Star Manic. This is a new thing. If you're a tier 2 subscriber, you can put gifts in chat. It makes me incredibly happy. I've learned about it today. The cats will, probably mostly Chef, will join me in here. He is back here with me sometimes already. The other cats, I don't know that they'll ever want to come back here, but yeah, RD and Henry. Oh, those traps were fair before? I'm skeptical. I'm also skeptical. All right. We're not that far away from the Tormentor coming out onto the board. 3 cards left in the Terror deck. So, yeah. Okay, it's my turn. Let's sprint. I just think we should distraction first to try and lower the horror. That's what I think. We're gonna distraction. 2 dice. Finally! This is what happens when you change dice. I got 2 successes, which means the horror goes down by 2 and we gain 2 time. Let's go. Should I focus or should I just go on and try and sprint? We think I should focus to get it down to 3? Okay. There are 2 traps out on the board right now, here and here. 1 here and 1 here. Focus. Okay, let's see, maybe we can get it down to 3 dice. 1 success. So the horror goes down by 1. It does cost us a time, so we're back to 6. So now we're going to roll 3 dice to sprint. If I can get 2 successes, then I can get into the main entrance and start working on this guy in the trap. Come on. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. These dice are out of my game. These dice we're always keeping. 2 successes. That costs us a time, but we can move up to 3 spaces. These people will come with me. 1, this person has to stay behind because you can only take 2 with you. 2, 3 into the main entrance. These 2 people are saved. Heck yes. As I drop him on the... Okay, everything's coming up, Paula. Where'd he go? Oh, he's way over there. All right. Thank you for running the poll, Reality. You got to dehydrate yourself for that sweet, sweet RNG. Okay. So, I think we have 2 to spin. I could heal back 1. And I could take a sprint or a distraction card. Let's heal back 1. Take a sprint. We're suddenly saving a lot of people, and it is exciting. Take a sprint card. Sweet. Okay. We need to spend 3 time to open the box. So let's do it. I'm going to spend 3 time, and I'm going to open this box. 1, 2, 3. That puts a marker. I'm just going to take it off this top card because we're not going to do that one. Okay. All right. Okay. And then I need to pull the victim 3 free by doing 1 movement. So, walk card. Oh, you're right. Thank you for helping me. All tasks are increased by 1. So that needs to go down 1 more, which is a bummer. So we're going to try and walk. Should we try and sprint? 1 success gets us the 2 we need. We should use the sprint card, because then we just need 1 success. Unfortunately, Diamaldo, the first aid kit only improves your healing when you use an action card to recover health, and that's not. So it doesn't apply in that situation. Okay, 1 success. Sorry, you guys can't see. 1 success. Because we did the sprint, it will cost us our last time, but it gives us the 2 movement we need to pull the victim free, which means this goes away, this goes away. The victim comes back, and guess what? We can save them because we're in an exit. Get out of here, infestation box. Thank you for resubscribing, Joker Board Games. How did that poll go for the, should I be hydrating? Oops. Ooh, it was 50-50 split. I will hydrate later. Don't worry. I will hydrate. I will prove it. I'll put pictures in the Discord of me hydrating. Great. So then we save this victim because we're in the entrance, and I go, get out of here. They run away, which makes sense because they were just in a death trap, which means I get to take a distraction card. It's the last buff we have on this card. So I'm putting that in my hand. And now we get Cassie's ultimate ability. I can spend 6 time. Oops, as I drop victims everywhere. To double the damage for my next attack. And also gain time for saving additional victims. Okay. That's definitely the end of my turn because I'm out of time. So we're going to stop there. So this will reset. I have nothing I can buy. So these cards will just go back into... Honestly, saving those victims really helped us. They gave us the buffs we needed to actually accomplish some things. I know eventually these games will all actually be on shelves and it'll look nice. They won't just be a piled up mess back there. Okay. Look, victims need saving only when it definitely benefits me. And in that situation, it definitely benefited me. Jeremiah was a blob, yeah. How are you, Jeremiah? All right, killer phase. So this last trap goes off. This victim, unfortunately, will die. So the bloodlust will go up. And I did, just confirming. I did spin the extra. Yes, I needed to move 2 spaces because of the unfair traps. And I did it. The fail result is the horror goes up by 1. So we're back down to 2 dice. And this will go away. And then these people will panic during the panic phase. Because it says victims in a space with a completed trap will panic. Especially because it just killed someone. So that will happen. We're going to panic them during the panic phase. I'm not pretending I am getting rid of stuff. Oh, did I not pick up? Oh, shoot. I messed up with my cards, didn't I? What was in my zero cost cards, Ansi, before I put everything back? The focus. I think I just get back this short rest and this focus. I think this focus I spent this round, right? I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I've done that right. And if I haven't, everyone, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, but this person will panic with the supervisor. A 4. So they would just run out of here into here. Okay. Oh, I should have done that after the terror card, but here we go. Here we are. If no victims are trapped, put this card on the bottom of the deck and draw the next terror card. Next, you don't deserve to live. Another victim. A victim in the exit space furthest from you. That's this one in the loading dock. They are going to be trapped. And they're probably not going to get saved. A reverse bear trap. It's interesting that I haven't been trapped yet. There are death traps the final girl can get into, but that hasn't happened yet. Bear trap. Let me find it. Here it is. Here's the token. So they're in this reverse bear trap. Find the key and unlock the lock behind your head before it's too late. First, find the key. It will cost 4 time. Lastly, unlock the mechanism, which will cost 4 time. This is going to make the horror level go up quite a bit. And this one's pretty quick. I don't think we can get down there to help, but we could try. You know what? We could try. Okay, great. That's it. 2 tarot cards left. So almost finale time. I would love to find Cassie's axe. I would love some weapons. Some weapons would be great, frankly. They already panicked because I did it out of order. Great. So now it's me. I gain time by saving more people. Can I get all the way down here to the loading dock? I have some walks. I mean, I should probably just go to the manager's office first. Even if I got the megaphone, that's pretty handy. Okay, I'm going to focus to try to bring the horror level back down so I can roll 3 dice. Let's see what happens. I need 1 success. Oh, I got 2 successes, which means the horror goes down by 1, and I gain 2 time. So I have 8 time. That's very cool. Then I am going to walk. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. I want to try and go to the manager's office and maybe try and search down there. Though I don't have a search card. Okay, 2 successes. These are the good dice, y'all. These are the good dice. That's true that I can defeat Tormentor without any weapons, but it would be nice to have. So I can go up to 2 spaces. It's going to cost me a time. Let's just see what's in the manager's office. I'm going to go 1, 2. Maybe that's crazy. I'm going to end my turn. And I am going to, with my 7 time, I am going to spend 2 on a sprint. 1, 2. I'm going to spend 2 on a search. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 3 left. I already have a distraction. So I think actually I might get an improvise for my last 3. And then I pick up this focus. These cards go back. This trap triggers, so this person moves over to here. The horror level will go up 1. So I'm back to rolling 2 dice. Just a constant little play there. And then we flip over a terror card, our second to last terror card. We have to help. If there are no victims on the board, discard this. We have plenty of victims still. All victims move 1 space toward the nearest death trap. If there are no death traps in play, increase the horror. All victims move toward the nearest death trap. That's this one. So all 3 of these will go into the loading dock. Then this person will come here. This person will come here into the pit. These people will climb to there. These people will, I think, come this way. I'm not mathing it out too hard. I think that's probably right. Okay. Can we set anything on fire in this game? In this particular setup? No, I don't think so. But in other ones, yes, there are flamethrowers. Oh, Rolling Reggie, that's so exciting. I hope you enjoy it. I'm so glad you're getting a chance to check it out. All right. That's that. So now it's back to me. Again, no panicking. This is such an interesting setup. You kind of just have to like wait it out a little bit. Oh, yes, Rolling Reggie. Yes, that's very true. It comes out tomorrow, by the way. Part 2 of my culling vlog comes out tomorrow. Okay. We are going to search. First of all, well, first let's focus. Let's see if we can get lucky and get a 3rd dice. Yes. Yes. Okay. It cost us a time, but now we get a 3rd dice to roll for our search. All right. That was bad luck. 4, 4, and 2. I'm going to do the weak attack and the short rest. I'm going to discard to convert one of these to a success, which means we lose a time, and I just take the top item. I don't think I'm going to get anything better. My searches are just not going well. Oh, Tan, when I went to LFG Con, I didn't really talk about it much on Monday, really, but it was really fun. I had such a great time. I'm really excited for future LFG Cons. Very excited. If you want to come out to Southern California for a board game convention, highly recommend this new convention, LFG Con. It was really great. So now, once per action phase, I may move any victim on the board 1 space, and then enemies target me and move toward me. It's something. All right, then I think I will sprint to see if I can come down here. It's probably not going to exactly work because I do have this in the way. I will also discard a walk so that I can take the climb instead. It's the climb. Okay, so let's sprint. Okay, 3. Let's go. There it is. There it is. Nope, all fails. All fails. Blah. I don't think it's worth, I should have played my improvise. I don't think it's worth me discarding any cards to convert this. So I'm going to take the 2 tiers I get from the 1 and the 2. Because I can spin those for 2 time, which could help me, or I can move. And then for no successes, I can take a damage. I'll do it. Move up to 1 space. Let's move toward it. I lose 2 time, which isn't great, and then my turn's over. This little symbol, if you can see it, means End of the action phase. There's an official scenario for Final Girl where you can play as Evomorph against a Volcar. That would be very fun. Yeah, if I got the rule set for that, that would be super fun. I actually don't I don't know what LFG stands for. I think it's a local friendly game because it's put on by 3 different local friendly game stores. LFGS's. And so I imagine that the acronym has something to do with that. How many tarot cards are left before hell breaks loose? This is the last one. We're about to trigger the finale. Okay. Well, with 2 time left, I will get this walk and this focus. I actually don't know how the Tormentor comes out on the board, but we'll figure it out. I think maybe I should take a guard because the Tormentor is about to come out on the board. Let's take a guard with my last 2 time, just in case. Sprint, search, focus, weak attack, short rest, walk. Okay, that all goes back here. This triggers, unfortunately, this will move up. The horror goes up by 2, so we're definitely back down to two dice again. They're 1 away from dying. Not great. Oh, it could also be looking for group. Yeah, it can mean all kinds of stuff, LFG. And then we flip over the tarot card. So our last tarot card is, oh no, they die. If no victims are trapped, put it on the bottom of the deck. Otherwise, we do have a trapped victim, and this moves forward 1 more time, meaning they die. Meaning the bloodlust goes 1. We're gonna have to discard a random action card, and the horror level goes up by 1. That's not great. They're dead. Not great. They're gonna panic during the panic phase, and we have to discard a random action card. From the webpage, we love how board games bring all types of people together and plan to reach out to non-gamers to spread the love. There will be LFG-Con gameologists at the convention to help newbies dip their toes in the vast tabletop gaming arena, help gamers learn new games, answer any questions you might have, and help bring gamers together who are looking for a group. Yeah, they died. All right, random card I have to discard. My distraction, that sucks. Okay. So, now, the finale is triggered, which means, because we're out of terror cards during upkeep. Oh, wait, we need to panic these people. A 4. So anything but a 1 and they'll run out. 2, a 6. Okay, they all ran away. Makes sense. They just watched this person get demolished by a bear trap around their head. Great. Then we flip over the finale card. The ultimate trap. When revealed, if you are not currently in a death trap, resolve a final girl trap. The Tormentor considers you as a valid target for movement and can attack you even when you are in a death trap. Cool. So we get a final girl. So these are different. They say final girl as opposed to victim, which the other one said. This is the trap we're in, a razor maze. Oh no. Okay. First, move carefully 1 space, then keep moving, then keep moving. We just have to do a lot of moving, but we're going to take damage. Okay, so next time it's the killer action, we're going to move 1 on our trap and take damage. It's going to target me or victims, come after and attack. Oh, where does he come onto the board? Where does Tormentor, where does she come onto the board? The Tormentor will be placed on the board at the beginning of the next killer phase. At that point, reveal a random setup card and place the Tormentor in the killer space on that setup card. Great. Okay, so basically we just need to try and move out of this maze. Yeah, now the +1 really sucks. I need to go 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 2 spaces. And I don't have a lot of health. I have a stupid climb card that doesn't matter to me now. I don't have any healing. Cool. Good. I am... Yeesh. Ooh. Once per action phase, you may move any victim on the board 1 space. Then enemies would target and move toward me, but they're not on the board yet. I'm going to move an enemy on the board, a victim on the board 1 space into my space, because this victim is going to help me. Because when you have a victim in the space with you with the trap, they give you an extra die for rolling. So that's, oops, sorry for the microphone. So I'm going to get an extra die. Okay. Then I will... I need 2 successes. I'm going to play my improvise. So the extra die only counts toward me trying to do the trap, so I only have 2 dice for the improvise. If this succeeds, 3s and 4s will count as successes. Which would have been nice now. Okay, I'm going to discard my climb. And my walk to make that 1 success. So for the next horror roll only, 3s and 4s are 6. Oh no, I need the walk. Shoot. I guess my focus. So for the next roll, 3s and 4s are successes, and I'm rolling 3 dice because the victim's going to try and help tell me where to go in this maze to avoid getting hurt. And that's true. I do have 2 tiers I can spin for an extra movement point. That's a very good point. Guys, I rolled 2 2s and a 4. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I can't convert that 4. I only have 1 card in my hand. It's the guard. So I have to take the full fail. That does mean I do get 2 tiers. And so honestly, I think because of that, I'm going to take the fail where you don't do anything and lose 2 time down to 4. But then I'm going to spend 2 tiers to move 1 space and 2 tiers to move a second space, which means I've done 2 space move for this first thing. And I'm not taking any damage in the process. Okay. So we're doing that. That will be the end of my turn. I have 4 time to spend on cards. I do get back a focus, a short rest, which I might need to heal. Oh, it's a success because of improvise. It's 1 success. Wait, you're absolutely right. How could I immediately forget? So I'm actually only spending 1 time, and I only need to spend 2 of my tiers to make it 2 movement. Chat. Way to be looking out for me. Also, Word Nerd, sorry, the Nightbot in, I assume what you posted was probably like a link or something, or you wrote something in all caps. The mod in the YouTube chat is out of control. Okay. So that's actually not so bad. I still only have 1 card, but I have 2 tier tokens that I can hold on to. And I have 5 time. So with that in mind, I need to be able to move. So I'm going to buy 2 sprint cards for 4 and 1 close call for 1. That's 5. And then I get a focus, a weak attack, a short rest, and a walk in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in my hand. Okay, great. That made such a big difference remembering that. I can't believe I can believe I immediately forgot, but I can't believe I immediately forgot. All right. Killer phase. Hey, crook. The 5,000 bit reward needs a Shep in the room? What do you mean? Like from the bits menu? No, it just plays a GIF. It plays a GIF that it features Shep. Is that what you mean from the menu, the bits menu? Trap triggers. Yes, it plays a GIF that shows whatever that action is. The walk was enough with the +1 task requirement because I spent 2 tier tokens to get a +1 movement to that. So that's how it was enough. Yeah. There is not enough Shep in this stream. You're not wrong. Great. Okay. So the trap goes off 1. This moves. I take 1 damage. Not great. Only have 2 left. I only have 2 health left. Guys, I could die. I could die in this trap. Then the killer will show up. They're going to show up on this, wherever this setup is. Oh my gosh, right in the space next to me. That's not great. That's not great. I did have 4 tiers. Oh no, I didn't have 4 tiers because it was a success. So I didn't get the 2 tiers. So I actually would have had to spend these 2 tiers to do what I did. Okay. So when I ended up with 4 tiers when I thought I hadn't gotten a success. So I got 2 tiers from that. But then when we realized that 4 was actually a success because the improvise, I should not have gotten the 2 extra tiers. So the 2 tiers I spent should have been all my tiers. That's probably sounds confusing, but I shouldn't have any tiers now to have made that work. Okay. Thank you for catching that. So now, oh, they're going to come into my space and go after this victim. So back where I was before the corrections started. Yeah, basically. Yes, basically. But it was overall better because I spent less time. Okay, so the killer is going to target this victim. Move. They have a movement of 2. So they're going to come into the space. And they're going to kill this victim who is helping me. So they do 2 damage. That will definitely kill this victim because it only takes 1. The bloodlust will go up 1. So they're now doing 3 damage when they attack. When revealed, oh, we did this. Great. Okay. I need to get out of this trap before I can attack this person. So luckily I have a guard, but that's it. All right. So I don't have this extra. I can move another person into the space with me. Is that smart? To roll a 3rd die? Shoot, let's do it. Activating my megaphone. 1 victim is going to move into the space with me. Will they do that even though there's a killer in the space? I actually think they won't. They won't go into a space where the killer is when they're following you. So I don't think you can force them into the space like that now. I actually think that you can't. So I'm not going to do that. So it's just me. 2 dice, just me. I need to move a total of 5 spaces to get out of this trap. So we're going to start with a sprint. Bye, Jacob. I'm rolling 2 dice. I need 2. Is this possible? I need 2 successes for this to work. I don't know if I can get out of this, actually. I actually don't know if I can get out of this. Well, let's see what happens. Because I think I can do the sprint, and then I think I can do the walk to combine the move. Let's see. Yes, and that's now. I think the killer shows up the killer phase after you reveal the finale, which happened last turn. So we now have the killer, and it's rough. I couldn't find it. I failed almost all of my search rolls. It didn't happen. And it sadly didn't happen. I tried though. Okay. That's 1 success, which is worth 2 spaces. If I convert this focus and this close call, I'll get 2 successes, which is 3 spaces. I spend a time to do it, and that gets me this. Now I need to move 2 spaces again. So I'm going to play my walk and roll 2 dice again. Come on. 4 and a 3. I can't do it. Oh, I shouldn't have played my walk. I should have played my sprint. That was silly. Hold on. Retcon. I had another sprint in my hand. I'm playing that instead of the walk. It just makes more sense that way. Okay, this is still bad, but if I can get 1 success, I can move up to 2 spaces and get out of this trap. Hi, Dexting. So I'm going to discard my walk and my weak attack to make that 4 a success, which means I move 2 spaces, I lose a time, but I can get out of this trap. So I'm now just in the space. I'm stood up, the killer's laid down. I'm in the space, out of the trap with the killer. I can't attack, but I am going to try to heal and hold on to my guard. 3 dice. 2 successes. I don't have to spend any time, and I heal back too. That was great. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. So I have 4 time to spend. I'm getting back a focus and a walk. I think I should get the retaliate. I can't use my special ability on the retaliate, but it could work down their health, and then next turn, maybe I'll have enough time to spend to get a good card and then spend all my time to double the attack. Oh, my extra heart, you're right, because of my first aid kit. I'm full health, baby. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm spending my 4 time on a retaliate. I have a guard, a retaliate, a walk, a focus, and that's it. Not great. It's not great. We're doing this though. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, next 15 minutes we've got this. Okay, I love retaliate. It's my favorite card. I love it. All right. So it is the killer phase. No traps go off because none are on the board, but the Tormentor is going to attack me. They are going to do 2 attacks, so that's not great, but I am going to retaliate against the first one. So I am rolling just 2 dice, and we're going to see what happens. Well, a 1 and a 4. If I discard my focus and my walk, I can get 1 success out of it. This is pretty bad, actually. Which means I can reduce the incoming damage by 2, which means I'll only take 1, and I'll deal 1 back. And I think that's worth it. Then they're going to attack again, so I'm going to play my last card, which is a guard, and this either works or it doesn't. Hey, Cassie. Good luck if you play with my card. Okay, 1 success. I reduce the incoming damage by 2, so I'll only take 1 damage again. It's a good thing I healed. Great. So I survived, but I can't do anything on my turn. So, hello, LW Arsenal. Says, this reminds me of watching D20 Woodworking playing this. So, it's my turn. I have no cards. So I can't do anything. But I can spend my 6th time to get cards. I will get a walk, a weak attack, a focus, and a short rest back. And then I think I get a critical blow and like call it a day. Oh, they're going to attack me again though, and I don't have any way to defend against it. Oh, I can't win. Y'all, I don't think I can win. I can't withstand. They'll just kill me. I could buy a guard. Shoot. I do have a guard I could buy. Ugh! Okay, if I spend 2 time for a guard, then I can spend 4 on the Furious Strike. All right, that's what it is. That's what it has to be. That's all 6 of my time. That's the only way to survive. And I may not even survive that. What would a Final Girl cosplay look like? It could be, I think, a specific Final Girl or one of the killers. Yeah. Gotta get guard and just hope somehow I survive. We'll see. Okay. No traps go off, but Tormentor attacks me. I have a guard, and hopefully I will survive this. Well, that was a 1 and a 4. So I will discard I do have my short rest back now. Focus and a walk to convert that to 1 success. So I will reduce the damage by 2, meaning I'll take just 1. So I'm down to 2 health. Then they attack again. Oh, and I can't. They attack again. This is it. Yeah, the killer's doing 3 damage. I can't. The only way is if I have health. That's it. That's the only way I get another try. What are the cards? Okay. This goes away. This goes away. But what we do is we flip over this token and we see if there's extra hearts. You know, the way how at the end of a horror movie, sometimes you just come back to life. I like that, Cassie. Okay, ready? It's blank. I die. It was so close, though. It was really close. Let's say if I had survived on the next turn, I could have spent 6 time. Let's just see what would have happened. I would have had, if I had survived, I would have had this token. So I would have been rolling with an extra die. So I would have rolled 3 dice, and I would have tried to double my Furious Strike. So that means it could have done 4 damage. I only rolled 1 success. It would have only done 2 damage. And technically would have ended my turn. But if I had done the weak attack first, which I probably would have. Oh, there's the 2 successes. That's just 1 more. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because she still would have had 3 health left. But you know what? That's okay. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Thanks y'all for hanging out with me. This scenario is hard. I'm sorry I let you die. Does it help, Kathy, if you know I let everyone usually dies? I don't win that often. Although someone at the start of chat, was it Anthony, was saying that they went and looked at all my of the 31 YouTube uploads they found me have with this game, I've won apparently 14 times. I question that stat, but you know what? Apparently it's true. Yeah, I need to get good. I need to get better at this game. Well, here's where was Cassie's axe? It was not in the receiving area. Was it in the manager's office, the other place we searched? It was. It was down in the manager's office. And if we had had that, we could have, it would have done extra 2 damage. So 3, yeah, we probably could have won if we'd had that because we would have been doing so much more damage. But I couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it. There you go, everyone. There you go. Let me just jot down where we're at here. We're about 2:15 in for the ending. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out with me here for the Marrek murders. Next month, I will strive to make this. Oh, can I actually do this the final Friday? I think I'm traveling again the final Friday of the month next month. So it'll probably be the Friday before. I'll try and do it on an actual Friday because I like Final Girl Friday. But this month, we need to do it on a Thursday. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe next month I'll be able to get my hands on some of the other new feature films that I don't have yet. I don't have the Raptor one, and I don't have the one with the nun. And there's a vignette I don't have yet. So I'm going to reach out to Van Ryder Games and see if I can get my hands on at least one of those for us to play on stream next month. So yeah, I always love doing these with y'all. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I didn't even hydrate, and I didn't even hydrate. I will hydrate and I will prove it in the Discord. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate you. I will see you on Monday if you want to hang out for some video game stuff over on Twitch. If you are watching this on YouTube and you are watching it live, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching it after the fact, thank you so much for being here. If you like this kind of thing, you could subscribe to my channel and check out all my videos. I do a lot of board game playthroughs. I have some top 10 lists, but I do a lot of like comedy videos. I like to focus on entertaining you, trying to entertain you. So if you send Van Ryder money, anything is possible. Well, fun fact, they sponsor these streams. So technically they're sending me money. Sponsored by Van Ryder Games, y'all. Van Ryder Games is such a lovely, wonderful company. One of the publishers who supports me so much. They really support what I do and see the value in what I do and the way I do it. And they have since I first started making videos. They were one of the first companies to ever work with me and send me a game to use in a video. Way back when I made a video about Detective City of Angels. They're incredibly kind. I love them so much. So I highly recommend them as a great place for you to go support as well. Yeah, they're great. They're great. So that's it, I think, for now. I'll do our classic thing where I'm going to end us on YouTube and then I'll pop back into the Twitch stream and say a quick goodbye over on Twitch, and we'll send us off on a raid for Twitch. If you are watching this on YouTube and you wish you were seeing it on Twitch, you can come over to twitch.tv/Paula Deming. I stream board games every Thursday. And yeah, we play a variety of things. So yeah. Hi, Mayor of Canada. Okay. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good rest of your week and weekend. And you can't win them all.